Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your mid-November 2018 Tarot and Astrology reading. You may wonder why the Two of Cups is sitting looking at you. It is because I was pre-shuffling your cards and it popped out, and I thought it would be a shame to put it back. The skies for you, Aquarius, from what I am seeing. Now, Uranus has re-entered Aries. Not only that, but Venus is going direct in Libra, your ninth house. And interestingly, what I see most importantly is a conversation that brings up either past issues or is somebody from the past. And I know that a lot of people don't like that, but bear with me, it doesn't have to be, that person. If there's one person that you really, really don't want to talk to, it's not them, it's somebody that you like. Okay, Two of Cups is somebody you're on an even keel with, somebody that you enjoy talking to, someone you enjoy experiencing time with. So, to be honest, with Uranus being your ruler and being an Aries, this conversation is bound to be somewhat exciting. Your values have probably changed significantly under Venus in Libra retrograde, and Venus will go direct in Libra, so your values are taking center stage. Your belief system, what's important to you, how you view the world, how you view yourself. And with Scorpio season, your reputation is huge. There was that new moon in Scorpio which ruled success, it ruled how others see you. It is a very public time of the year for you to have Scorpio season. And when Jupiter moves into Sagittarius, again, the communication is very important. Your social life is bound to improve dramatically. And interestingly, this may be a Two of Cups person you meet through a friend. Okay? I think with Mars being in your sign for so long and the retrograde cycle it was in, you may have actually felt a little bit stuck in a rut. And then with the Scorpio fixed energy, there's a full moon in Taurus, there was a solar eclipse, a lunar eclipse, all in fixed signs this year, Aquarius. You might have been feeling a little bit like there was no momentum. But with Mars moving into your sector of worth, you start to put a higher price. Yeah, you start to put a higher value on yourself, a higher price on your time. With the Ace of Swords here. It's a double-edged sword, of course, as always, we have to mention it, but it's triumphant, it's victorious, and it puts an end to a cycle of BS, most importantly. The Ace of Swords takes no prisoners, it cuts through that which does not work, it cuts off people that no longer work for you and are working against you. There's a lot of things popping up, Aquarius, so I have a feeling this is going to be quite a big reading, and by big I mean major arcana. Big energies, your triumphant return to being the wacky, zany, wonderful person that you are. Exactly, 10 of Cups. Good times are here. 8 of Wands, wow. Positive. 6 of Wands, whoa. The challenge is the King of Wands. And then the 5 of Wands, you are fighting your way to the top. And the 4 of Pentacles. Time to release some stuff. That is a lot of wands, Aquarius. That is a lot of wands. Okie dokie. Also, Neptune is ending its retrograde period on the 27th, by the way. I've not mentioned this in many readings, but because it's in your financial sector, the fog comes off with money, okay? As I say, you're realizing your worth massively, Aquarius, and nobody is going to be wanting to mess with you. Even if Mercury is retrograding in the Sagittarius, which for you guys is of course friendships and social circle, there could be a little bit of discord. I'm going to put that out there. There could be a little bit of arguments, possibly surrounding you being on your high horse because all of a sudden things start working for you and you're feeling a lot more self-confidence and maybe somebody else wants to drag you down. I don't know. But it could actually be somebody who is used to being the center of attention and they don't like that you're feeling much better about yourself. It actually, for me, this sort of reminds me, because it's the King of Wands in the challenge, so this isn't necessarily indicating that fire signs are bad for you this month at all. It just indicates there could be a person, because this is challenged, who is very egotistical and they don't like your success, because the Six of Wands and the Ten of Cups to me indicates you're having a big moment. Okay, Ten of Cups is a big moment. It's a success and something you've wished for. It's a wish fulfillment card. And as I say, the Six of Wands in the positive position means your self-confidence is going to skyrocket. Jupiter is going to be in Sagittarius, so your networking skills are going to be second to none. Jupiter seems to be blessing you from the get-go, even if it has a challenging aspect to Mars in your financial sector, okay? You're going to be powering on anyway, and you're going to be showing people exactly what you mean. You're going to be saying what you mean, even if Mercury's in retrograde, which I think seems to be the challenge. There's a confrontation arising because two people feel like they're competing with each other. So you may be competing with a lover for who wears the trousers. You could be competing in your friendship circle. Maybe you're both going for the same job, same opportunities, or maybe there's a bit of a bit of a fight for the alpha position. If you're not interested in that at all and you just want to have your own success, bear in mind it might attract a little bit of jealousy on the way up, Aquarius. Now, for those of you that want to hear, as I said, from somebody, the Eight of Wands means a conversation that's quite significant, okay? I do feel like there's a conversation coming up for you, which, depending on what way you feel about that person, could either result in success or it could result in a little bit of a confrontation. For some of you, it may be confrontation before it gets better. So with Venus retrograde, a lot of old issues came to the surface for everybody, but for you guys, you know, having it in Scorpio and then having it in Libra, your higher thoughts were not well aspected. You weren't thinking at the highest level you could, and it was dragging you down a bit. Mars being extended in your sign is an absolute, you know, it can either be very, very enhancive or it can turn into a bit of an energy vampire. And energy vampires, people ghosting you, people leaving you out in the cold, seems to have been an energy that could have been there for a lot of you. Now, the Ten of Swords. Oh, goodness. Well, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups is actually pretty good. It is the end of a cycle for sure. This is a transitional energy. The Seven of Swords and the Eight of Wands. The Lovers. Da, 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 da. The Lovers is in the positive position. The Queen of Swords is in the challenge. You are definitely at loggerheads with a fire sign or a King of Wands personality. Nine of Pentacles, but you're gonna come out smelling like roses for sure. And the Two of Pentacles is underneath. Okay, Aquarius. There's a romantic victory here. Somebody that meets your requirements, somebody that meets your ideal archetype is possibly emerging for some of you. For others, you're actually leaving a relationship which is kind of toxic. It's good when it's good. In fact, it's great when it's good. It's awful when it's bad. Some of you are moving on from that because this can be Five of Wands going into Nine of Pentacles, fighting and ending up solo, or it can be fighting and ending up smelling of roses, as I say. Now, interestingly enough, the Seven of Swords in the middle with the Eight of Wands could mean that you and somebody else are trying to outsmart each other. It's sort of, especially here, I feel like this Queen of Swords represents your energy coming face to face with this fire sign. I really feel like there's a very interesting conversation or communication coming up for you surrounding whoever it is that you're dealing with, though I do feel like they could be King of Wands. And the the Lovers in the positive position means that this is either going to go incredibly well with this person, or it's going to reveal somebody new to you by leaving this. So it's very different for all of you, but you're moving through a cycle which has been quite challenging. Incredible highs and incredible lows. For a lot of people as well, I try to explain because people are quite scared of the Ten of Swords. For a lot of people, it actually represents an end to being single or an end to being in a relationship, but it's either or. Okay, sometimes the Ten of Swords looks very, very, very shocking, but it actually means that the dark skies are lifting, the dawn is breaking, and you're going into a new period after this horrendous downfall. So it can be that you felt very uncomfortable where you were, and now something new is emerging as a result, especially with this lovely rainbow. But the Lovers in the positive positions means love is going to be pretty good, Aquarius. Just going to put that out there. Love is going to be great, regardless of what has to happen first. So as I say, some of you might be leaving a relationship. Ten of Swords there kind of indicates maybe you are. But for most of you, I actually think it's maybe more to do with meeting somebody new and ending a single period, or ending a period of challenge. Financially speaking as well, you're really outdoing the competition, because the Nine of Pentacles is very luxurious. She's very happy and content. She's feeling very grateful for where she is, but she's sort of come in after a period of conflict or strife or competition with the Five of Wands here. Disagreements. So it's fighting to be where you are. You seem to have put up a fight or gone through battle to get to where you are, Aquarius. And maybe you're a bit wary of people. The Six of Cups. There is a past attachment here. The Death card. The Knight of Swords. Oh, the Three of Swords and the Challenge. And the Two of Wands. And the Three of Pentacles is underneath. Okay. Now, I'm going to put these different scenarios in order. Firstly, if you're dealing with somebody from the past, either this is a past person who returned with the Knight of Swords, or it could be somebody from your past that you just can't get over. If it's somebody from your past you just can't get over, you're getting over them this month. That is one thing I want to say. Especially if it's another fire or air sign. You're going to get over this person. You're going to get over this period of disappointment. You're going to get over this period of sadness. And you're going to come out of it, as I say, smelling of roses, with a higher perspective, vibrating on a higher frequency, being more aware of the world and being more aware of opportunities. If you're dealing with someone who has returned from the past, I feel like there will be arguments, disagreements, but a real face-to-face conversation. And you're going to decide what to do together, okay? Because the Two of Wands is deciding what's the next step that we take to get to a more comfortable position after this. It could be somebody, and the Three of Swords, it could be somebody where both of you let something or someone else come in between. Especially with the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords here and the heartbreak in the middle. They're both looking at each other and they've broken each other's heart. Maybe one neglected the other and the other one looked elsewhere. Or maybe they both let work get in the way. Maybe they let distance get in the way. And they're having an honest conversation. If you're not having an honest conversation with somebody from the past that you can't release and they've not returned, I do see you getting over them this month. Particularly if it was someone who was, unfortunately, a Seven of Swords personality. Although for a lot of you, I do see a conversation that can give you some relief. That's just the way I'm reading this. If you've been single for a long time with the Ten of Swords, and you've nothing in your heart to consider but the past, I actually see somebody new coming in and changing that for you. And it could be a Gemini person. It could be a fellow Aquarian, or it could be a Libra. Now this can be sun, moon, or rising, so just bear in mind there's different aspects going on here. And just because the King of Wands is in the challenge doesn't mean it can't be a fire sign. I'm just reading that as somebody coming in quickly and somebody coming in unexpectedly, you know, with the Knight of Swords here. Someone charging in to see you, someone charging in to get you, someone who really, really, really likes you, because the Six of Wands and the Lovers means they find you very attractive. What is going to serve you in that sense, Aquarius, with the Lovers card is being vulnerable. Being completely your authentic self, no matter how wacky or zany you are. You don't have to worry about that with this person. You don't have to worry about someone calling you strange or calling you unusual or calling you anything, you know, that they don't understand your little Uranian temperament. They don't get it, but this person will. This is somebody coming in and thinking that you're great the way you are. If anything, with the Six of Wands, they think you are their ideal type. They love that side of you. They don't want someone who is completely typical and completely traditional. They want someone who they can meet and have great conversations about the universe, about the world, about aliens. You know, they want to have conversation about the real non-conformist stuff. They might be somebody who's kind of into conspiracy theories, you know, that type of thing. But Lovers card always represents this harmony to me and this beautiful connection with somebody where you can be completely vulnerable and completely honest with them. And in order for this to work, you have to communicate openly. So again, there is this onus on communicating an actual conversation. And it could be one that does come in kind of abruptly, kind of come in out of the blue. In fact, this could be somebody who is kind of abrupt. They're quite to the point. They're quite sharp. They're kind of in your face in a good way. You know, they're comfortable telling you that they think you're amazing. They're not worried that you're going to go off them. They're just very direct. I think Venus retrograding, particularly in fellow air sign Libra, has made you question how you do connect with others. And maybe there was something in your past that had to be shifted and something in your past that had to be let go of, whether it be a pattern of behavior or a self-belief, because Mars moving into your sector of self-worth and personal belief and how you value yourself. I do think you're going to be putting a higher price on it, and instead of making you lonely, it's actually going to bring in people that are more receptive to that, because the higher your value that you put on yourself, the more desirable you are, because you know what you're worth. So set that target high. The Six of Wands is all about having confidence, and the Lovers is being authentically who you are. And then the Knight of Swords is like, I love that. I think that's amazing. I want to come in and take that. Like, that is my person. So with the Five of Wands, your strife, your worries, without sounding like I'm going to burst into the Bare Necessities song, you're going to be in a much more comfortable, luxurious position, and then the next steps appear. And you're wondering, where we go from here? With somebody else on your arm. And it's quite exciting. It actually is very exciting, Aquarius. I like this. I like this a lot, especially as a Moon in Aquarius person. I think this is really cool. I mean, the Two of Wands is sort of a cliffhanger for me, because I see it and think, oh, what are they going to do? Like, what's next? The next choice is yours, which is awesome. It's not down to anybody else, really. I think it's you and quite possibly a person by your side making the next steps, making the next decision. The Two of Wands indicates progress and self-discovery, as well as discovery of pastures new. And I did say I thought there'd be a lot of major arcana, but the Lovers and Death are pretty big energies, so it is exactly the type of energy I expected. Maybe there's not a million major arcana cards sitting here, but there's 2 tens, and there's the Death card, which is huge, and there is the Lovers. So for a lot of you guys, especially if you've been betrayed or had an ego dent, there seems to be a huge degree of closure here, and pastures new, you know? There seems to be a real energy shift. Regardless of who this person is that comes in thinking, I like this, Aquarian. I like that you're zany. I like that you're unusual. I like that you're quirky. I like the way you think. This person likes the way you think. I think for a lot of you, it looks like new love on the horizon, to be honest. Now, to bear in mind, it could be somebody from the past that wants to sort things out. That's a given. It could be. But for a lot of you, I think it is somebody new. Because the Lovers is in your positive position. Like, how often does that happen, people? Not always. Golden opportunity. Important doors are opening now. Walk through. Unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. And one more. Bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, the ocean, to recharge your batteries. Why do I feel like some of you are going on a date to the beach? Or something like that. Abundita. Abundantia. Yes, that'll do. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving, Aquarius. Dun, 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 dun. Somebody who loves you just the way you are. I did say that. Somebody who loves every little part of your personality. And it's a golden opportunity. This doesn't come along often. I love this for you guys. I'm really excited for you. Love the little cliffhanger on the end, but we know it's golden now because Yemanya has come up. So enjoy the energies, Aquarius, and I'll see you in December. Take care. Bye.